fighter and the kids. T-Fat K, put a Z on the end. Brendan Malik and Chappelle, everybody going in. Wake up early in the morning, press play and let's get it in. Cause we rockin' with the fighter and he rollin' with the kids. Fighter and the kids, fighter and the kids, fighter and the kids.
Good for
You know, an Arab owns 7-Eleven. An Arab. He worked this
Arabs does?
Arabs. Yeah, an Arab man owns 7-Eleven. And it's like a
Like an Indian?
Yeah, Indian.
Indian
No,
is
Indian
Arab,
is
though.
Asian. Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
Indian
Arab.
is Asian.
An Arab guy owns 7-Eleven.
Yeah, I'm confused. So is he from the Middle East or is he Indian or is he Asian?
He came over. He's Arab. He came over from
Middle East.
Middle East, and he worked himself to the top. And you know they just save their money, and then he bought.
What do you mean they save their money?
Yeah, what you mean by
You act like all people from the Middle East are good with money?
Well, they don't go out.
You ever been to Dubai?
Joe, you seem so confused.
Because the way he started, it was so
looked
weird.
up like
I don't. You know how you hear something, you're like, I don't want to even participate.
That's where I was at. And I was trying to clean it
He
up.
said Indian, and then he said Asian, and then he said Arab, and then he said Dubai. All kinds of shit. All kind of racist shit came out.
All in one.
It's like my stepdad from West Virginia.
Try not to be racist.
Yeah, try not to be
You know,
racist.
they have the towel.
Well, yeah. You know, their hair is always dry.
You know, they smell different. They're in the sand.
You know what I mean? You can
you know what
smell.
I'm talking about. You
You
know.
can smell what they eat.
Yeah.
You've seen Aladdin, right?
Yeah. Fuck. You know, the lamp.
The lamp.
That was
the
maybe the
rub-
hamster
Yeah,
guy.
there's a hand. Like they're pulling it out of you as well. Like they're trying to pull the racist out of you as well. You don't know.
Come on, follow me. Follow me.
You know what I mean.
Well, his wish was to own 7-Elevens, and he made it happen.
He did.
Rag
What
to
was,
Riches
it,
story.
what was that?
He worked it at 7-Eleven. Rag to Riches story. Now he owns, and not only does he own it, he has money enough to have family come over and give them jobs. So it's just like a whole business.
Okay, all right. I know what you're trying to say.
Go ahead, break it down.
Please.
He worked at 7-Eleven.
Started off at 7-Eleven.
And then he eventually worked his way up to build enough capital to buy
Ownership.
and own it.
Yeah.
But he owns
Now
the
he owns
whole,
the whole
all the
thing?
7-Eleven,
Oh, yeah,
the brand, or he just
7-Eleven.
has a franchise of them?
No, he owns the whole 7-Eleven.
Because I could open a 7-Eleven right now.
Yeah, anyone can open a
Yeah.
7-Eleven.
I could open a Starbucks, McDonald's.
Yeah, you
the
can do all that.
franchise.
Yeah.
So is he Mr. Can we look this up, Chin? Is he Mr. 7-Eleven?
This is the guy.
He's the guy.
Yeah, because you was talking about
7-Eleven.
you was talking about coffee bean.
Yes.
The Filipinos own it, so it's
Yes.
just like a rag. I love rag.
That
Not
doesn't
the
sound-
Filipinos.
Yeah.
You make it sound like the country invested.
We'll take coffee.
This is for the people. It's like the Green Bay Packers. Like everyone owns the team.
the Green Bay Packers.
The Filipinos took
The
it over.
Filipinos are just cheeseheads. They're just cheeseheads.
You say coffee bean? Look,
Japanese retailer 7 and I Holdings, which owns convenience store chain 7-Eleven, has agreed to buy the Speedway chain gas stations from Methron Petroleum, $21 billion. Well, they're Japanese.
What?
They're Japanese, Malik.
nah, that's not true.
Wait,
Yeah, yeah.
Malik,
Nah, that's not true.
Malik, there's a hold on. I don't want to get mad, but you know there's a big difference between Japanese
Yeah.
and Dubai. Right? You know that, right? You do know that. Please.
And here's the thing
Please tell me.
here's the thing that hurts your argument. It's not like this happened last year. They've owned it since 1991.
Yeah. So, you made it sound like breaking news. Like there was ticker tape going down the bottom of the screen. Like this.
Like, did you guys hear about 7-Eleven? Middle Eastern guy, rag to riches.
Oh shit!
Here's what happened, dude.
Yeah. Go
Dude probably worked he was a clerk there, saved up and got enough cash to buy his own. But he
franchise.
doesn't own all 7-Elevens. He probably has like 2 of them.
Where the hell did you get this story?
Arab told me that.
Arab.
Yeah.
An Arab or just Arab in general?
Arab told me that.
Well, I talked
He's
to
on
a lot-
Arab.
Hey,
Arab. Well, I talked to a lot of people on the street, and
Sounds like they're lying.
Malik, I don't think you ever know what the fuck you're talking about. That's fair. I think you read the middle of the book and say, I know the story.
Joe, since you were talking about coffee bean and Filipinos, I got one for
You're
you.
going to love this one. Do you like 24/7 convenience stores? Check this out. I know this one Japanese guy that lives in Dubai. Started from the bottom.
that's a great
He
movie.
kept saying rags to riches.
It's a rags to riches story.
He's like
This guy.
like coffee bean, man. It's like those are probably some rich Filipinos. That
Yeah.
Probably family money.
I said they
I know
bring
you
him-
didn't have this elaborate story about.
Yeah, it's-
it came from the Philippines.
Yeah, he fucks up all the sayings like rags to riches. He started with a mop, now he owns mops. What the fuck? What is that? man? Like,
Start from
you
the
know what
top.
I mean?
Now he owns a bunch.
Now he owns a bunch.
He brings his family over and they.
Yeah, and now he has a family. You know what I mean? Now he has a family.
All right, my bad, Joe.
Rags to riches.
Rags to riches.
Let's pitch that.
Rags to riches.
That's a great TV show.
Bro, I got a lot of creative ideas. Just listen to me.
Hey,
Hey, I got an idea.
Yeah.
Brendan, when you go to pitch anything, do not bring him in the room. Will not sell the goddamn show.
They're
Will
like,
not sell the show.
Like, we like it. Can you get rid of him?
Get rid of him.
Can you get rid of Rags to Riches first?
Look, we haven't written the script yet, but we want to write his character out of it. What?
We haven't given you the pitch. We're good.
We already know.
Whatever you do,
Yeah.
get him out of here.
Get this one out.
Get
Should
Rags
be a
to Riches
sell.
the fuck out of here.
you threw it out there.
Sometimes, bro,
Sometimes you throw some shit out there. Doesn't always land.
But Chin has this cool thing called a computer.
Yeah.
So then we're like, oh, an Arab owned 7-Eleven. Say, Chin, Google that. It's like,
Yeah.
Japanese man.
Japanese man.
1991.
Well, yeah.
7-Eleven though this is what trips me out about 7-Eleven is one, they don't need gas for people to come in. Usually
No,
the draw
yeah.
is gas for people to come
Not
into the
anymore,
store.
though, huh?
Not 7-Eleven. They can give a
haven't had it in a
fuck
while.
anymore.
Like,
they don't
get
even
a Slurpee, bitch. How
They
about that?
put their 7-Elevens anywhere. People go in, and now it's to the fact where they're not even using name brand foods anymore. They got 7-Eleven
own
shoes
stuff.
now.
They have their
Cookies,
pizza.
They got their pizza. They got their chips,
burritos.
I bought their Ruffles 7-Elevens. It's like the knockoff
7-Eleven
version.
Ruffles?
I bought it.
Yeah.
Was it
It's a
good?
little cheaper.
Tastes like Ruffles.
Exact same. They
Exact same.
have
I wonder how they're
you
able
know
to
what's
do
weird
that.
to me is when when we're on the road and we stop at 7-Eleven for water, fuck whatever.
Yeah.
And people are in there and they're buying the chicken wings. I'm like, man.
Oh,
I don't know if I would eat those.
I don't know.
I wouldn't
eat
never
those.
fucking.
What about the hot dogs? I wouldn't eat those 7-Eleven.
The hot dogs I can eat.
Hot dogs I can eat too.
Yeah.
I'm with you on that.
Oh, yeah,
But I don't like hot dogs.
Yeah.
But if you
I can
like
eat
them,
the hot dogs.
7-Eleven's pretty legit hot dog.
Oh, they are.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I go for the
Yeah,
big
they're
gulp.
amazing.
You remember the big gulp?
The big gulp.
Motherfucker, it's still around. The fuck,
God damn it, Rags to Riches.
What do you think? This is a Where Are They Now VH1 documentary? You remember the Big Bite?
Hey,
It was a hot dog, but slightly bigger. You remember the big gulp? Everyone was drinking this much. And then this much came out.
And then when
from
they hit that
7-Eleven.
big gulp, man, those were the days.
Yeah.
He's
Those
like,
were
yo,
the days.
y'all ever had a Big Mac? Oh, man.
Oh, my God.
I wish they'd bring those back.
That'd be the movie.
Kids gather around the fire. There was a clown selling hamburgers. Ronald McDonald. Delicious.
And the credits roll up. That's my movie.
Y'all ever had a big gulp?
So funny. You guys remember the iPod? You could listen to music on it. Lots of music. On a metal square.
Oh my God.
I have more of these stories.
I have more of these stories.
I have more
He's
of
like,
these
did you say iPod? You know, an Arab guy, Rag the Riches, created the iPod. I'm like,
Yeah.
was Steve Jobs Arab? No, that's a different story.
No,
Malik is the worst time traveler. Like he's from the year 2090, and he's in our current time, but he still thinks he's talking to people in 2090. There are these two towers in New York, and people work there.
Everyone's all,
What?
but his facts are all wrong. He's like, these two Japanese men
Rags to riches.
they flew the planes into the fucking building.
It was their first day and they ain't go too great.
Malik,
Buildings,
you're
the
great,
one thing
man.
you guys should know, the buildings are empty. How about that?
Malik, you're great, man.
Oh, man, I love you.
You're a joy.
I love you, Joe.
I had Malik actually walk me in with an umbrella.
Oh my God.
Remember when Diddy used to have that guy that went off?
I was his Farnsworth
Farnsworth
Billy.
When he was dressed up,
Oh,
always
the
dressed up for the
nines.
nines.
Always, yeah.
Yes.
Always.
And he would always do like dancing.
Yeah,
I
he could
basically did
dance.
that.
But he was a real good dancer.
Oh, he was a great dancer.
But he was his straight up personal assistant, right? And then he like
think
branched
so,
off
yeah.
on his own.
Yeah.
Did, like his own like boat
TV
ties or
show.
some
He was
shit.
he was the host of G's to Gin.
G's and
Oh,
J's.
that's
what-
right.
Yeah,
That's
he was the
right.
host of that.
He was great,
I
man.
love
Yeah.
Farnsworth.
I want
Smooth
one of those.
dude.
I want one of those.
Yeah.
It felt good.
It felt good for a second.
Yeah.
He
You're
walked
rich
up.
enough, get one.
Like, are you free?
Hey, it's your rags to riches story.
He's like, I'm glad you brought this up.
Imagine Malik walking around with an umbrella over my head going, hey, you remember when Coca-Cola used to be a soda? And that's it. And then that's it. That's all he did. He just leaves you
You
with
just have to
gems.
put up with that all the time.
Yeah, all day.
Well, Joe, you remember when they had this PlayStation?
He's like, you remember AMC theaters?
They had this thing called popcorn. Continue, Mr. Coy.
Do tell. I love Joe, bro.
I want a Bentley. What is it? Bentley Farnsworth.
Farnsworth.
Yeah, Farnsworth Bentley.
I love
Do you
that
remember
guy.
how big Diddy was back in the day when he was all up on MTV?
Yes.
Remember
Oh,
Making the Band was
Making the
great.
Band.
Oh, I love Making the Band. My favorite episode is when he said, "Go walk to Cheesecake."
Oh, yeah.
Or walk to New York.
To get cheesecake.
Or walk to Brooklyn or something like that.
Brooklyn,
To get a certain kind of cheesecake.
Cheesecake.
And he goes,
And walk
they
back.
close at midnight, so you better hurry the fuck
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, and
they're
walk.
all, this is fucked up.
Yeah.
It's fucked up. And he was secretly recording them. He's like, it's fucked up. All I'm doing is actually give me a slice of cheesecake and I give you a contract.
Yeah.
Remember that?
I loved it.
He was an ass.
He was. No, he wasn't.
No, cheesecake.
It was pretty funny.
All right. Well, let me break down Diddy because I'm a huge Diddy fan.
Okay, go ahead.
So the kid, when he was a kid, he was going to college.
Yeah.
John Cole.
And he met Heavy D.
Okay.
Heavy D was performing, they bring entertainment to the colleges. He met Heavy D, sold him on some bullshit, you know what I mean? Whatever it was that he said, I can do this, I can do that for you. Heavy gave him a number, gave him the address of Uptown Records,
Correct.
Andre Harrell.
R.I.P.
And he goes, yo, you have him in New York, show up, I got you. The motherfucker showed up. And he continued to show up every week. He would catch the train from his college all the way to New York and then catch the train back and go to college.
Did he go to Morehouse?
I think it was.
Yeah,
he
he
went
went
from
to
Morehouse to
Damn.
New York, hang out with Heavy, and then go back. And literally no
Every
sleep.
day.
Every weekend he would do that. And, then go to college.
And then he met.
Then he met Andre Harrell, got in as an intern. Worked for
See, this would
free.
be a rags to riches story.
Worked for free. Worked for free, right? As marketing, street team, right? In charge of street team, promoting new albums coming out. And then he looked on the shelf and he saw Jodeci and Mary J. Blige was still on the shelf. And he goes, and he listened to it, and he went to Andre, he goes, yo, these two right here are about to blow up. And Andre was like, I don't know what to do with them because everyone was wearing suits and ties back then. That's what groups looked like.
Yeah.
And then Diddy's the one that came up with that image for them.
Jesus.
And he said, just give me a shot. Let me blow them up. And Andre was like, go for it. If you can do it, you'll be in charge of the whole goddamn company.
God damn.
Next thing you know, he blew them up, took over Uptown.
I didn't know that.
Then started Bad Boys from.
No, he
that?
got fired from Uptown
Oh wow.
because he was being cocky and like any 20-year-old would be, right?
Yeah.
With
He's hot.
success. For
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. So
Yeah,
Andre,
discovering Mary J. Blige and Jodeci.
Andre, yeah,
Jodeci
and then
guys.
Andre fired him, and then he was broke for a few months, and then he created
Bad Boys.
Bad Boy, and he discovered Craig Mack and Biggie,
And then he
and took that risk with Biggie.
Yeah.
Who wanted to touch Biggie at that time? You know what I mean?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
how do you market that?
heavy
a big
guy.
fat guy.
And
Yeah,
that
with
motherfucker
flows.
killed it.
And he was
Yeah, and then he hired the murder of Tupac. Crazy story.
Okay, well, that's not
I'm
how we wanted
sorry.
it. That's not how we wanted it.
I hate that I did.
And then he gave the murder weapon to J-Lo. But I didn't want to say that. I didn't want to fucking say that part. Let's stick to the rags to riches story.
Hey, remember when him and J-Lo were dating, and then I guess J-Lo's like, "Oh, this is cool. Like Diddy's dope." And then they get in the limo, and he's like, "Hey, here's the gun." She's like, "What
What?
the fuck?"
Yeah.
Hold on. I just wanted Hennessy.
Yeah. She's like,
What was the situation? Someone got shot at the club?
Yeah, there was just a look, first of all, we don't have any proof or evidence of this.
Yeah,
so you
true.
All of this
We
is
don't wanna-
allegedly. Yeah.
Yeah, it's allegedly. Can't say that, bro.
It's kind of from the street.
can't say
It's
that.
street talk, kind of. But also, J-Lo's like, "Yeah, that's exactly what happened."
Did she say that?
Pretty sure.
Nope, can't say that either, man. That doesn't, that's enough to get sued by, man. Hey, pretty sure she said Diddy shot everybody. We'll be right back after these
Yeah,
messages.
I don't want her coming after me, but he did get arrested on weapon charges.
Yeah, he did. But I mean, fuck, man.
That's
What
when
up?
Shine went to prison.
What I'm saying is, what I'm saying is, walk to
love
get
Diddy.
that fucking cheesecake.
Yeah, long story short,
long story
do
short,
whatever it
Do
takes.
whatever the fuck it takes. Walk to get that fucking cheesecake.
But you're working with Diddy.
Who won that season?
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't
Chopper.
remember.
It doesn't matter.
Hey, man. No one won that season.
You know who won it? The fans. Yeah, because it was a complete shit show. Because there's no talent. There's no talent. We all won.
Hey, guess what? All of those guys are making cheesecakes. They're not walking to get cheesecakes. They work at the Cheesecake Factory. Hey, my name's Choppa. How can I help you? Anyone want waters now? You want bread? I can bring extra bread.
That's exactly what they're doing.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, Diddy's a boss, man.
Boss.
Remember it now, it's whatever. I think he sold it. Remember the Sean John, the whole clothing?
Fuck yeah,
the
man.
merch?
Brilliant.
He blew that up. The velour jumpsuits, I had
Velour,
one in
he had the raised embroidered stitching on the chest. You
It was
remember that?
big for a while. I'm
It was
pretty sure he
huge.
sold it.
Everything-
Before
yeah.
it got bad, he sold it.
Pretty sure he
He
did.
owns a TV network called Revolt TV.
And that was his?
That's it.
That's his?
Did he sell that?
Nah, he still owns it.
He still owns it?
He owns
That's
Ciroc too,
dope.
doesn't he?
Yeah.
That's what put him over the top.
That's
Ciroc.
That's what put him over the top.
That's the big boy.
That's the one that made him a
I
billionaire.
used to drink that shit all the time too.
Ciroc.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
that's why he's a billionaire.
Makes sense.
You and a lot of other people.
I know, right?
That's
What
why
was
it's
your
so fun.
flavor? What was your flavor?
Peach.
Just a regular.
What?
Ooh, I would
Yes.
go with peach too.
Yeah, peach. Yeah.
Really? Just
Yeah,
regular?
just regular. The blue
Gangster.
bottle.
Are you? You're not a big drinker, huh?
No, my feet swell now.
Oh, you old?
My feet swell. Not
Really?
good. Yeah,
From alcohol?
fucking A.
Damn.
It sucks. I'll drink. You know, I love Jameson. Right on the rocks. Ooh. And then my feet really love Jameson. They love like
goes
it
straight
holds
to your
on to
feet.
it. It goes straight to my feet.
You get
It
like
hurts.
fat feet after?
Yeah, it's just
I get that on planes. I have to take my shoes off.
yeah, man. Yeah, that's what. Yeah, it's
Hey,
funny.
bro.
Hey, it's funny, huh?
No.
Funny? Huh?
How about you walk and get his cheesecake?
I gotta go.
Yeah, you better go. I would.
It's raining, Brendan.
Hi, guys. My name is Malik. Do you guys want some extra bread? Extra bread? Yes.
Oh my god, yo, you're funny.
Joe,
Yes.
thank you for letting me open for you.
Oh,
that
dude.
time, dude.
Man,
Your,
you're a
your
genius.
show, your show be litty, boy.
Yeah, man. It was.
You ever
funny.
see anything like it? But what I told him when you
Yeah, you
called me to
told me.
connect you guys, I said, take notes from Joe. I did when I
Uh-huh.
opened for you. I'm like, take notes, man. It's
fun.
because it's a different game than our typical crew. That obviously it broke up now, but the typical crew, we're all kind of similar. But when I went to yours and you see the merch and the performance and the DJ and just the good vibes in the back and like how your sister's there and it's just like this
Yeah.
well-oiled machine and like
Yeah.
it's such like a spectacle.
Yeah, you wrote
it's
like
like you're like it's the only person I've seen come close to it would be Kevin Hart.
Oh,
Like
thank you.
there's that similar vibe.
Thank you.
And you got to get to a certain level to do that, you know? I'm not saying that like flappers fucking get a DJ and,
I know, right?
No, I'm just saying like
show some flowers. Hey, what's up? I'm Chappelle Lacey, baby.
Buzzy's Cafe.
get your cheesecake in the back.
Malik B back there.
He waves. Yeah. He's grounded. I'm up next, bitches. Trying to get these lattes out.
Brandon, waiting my turn.
No, but yeah, what I tell you, it's a different vibe,
It's
man.
a dope vibe. And it's crazy. It's very interesting because like, I know like, yeah, you do a lot of arenas. So it was like, to see you back in a club environment, people just get like, they're just so up close and they just like love you so much.
Yeah, that was
and They just
cool.
want to talk to you like while you're up there.
Yeah, man.
Which like, and but you handle that like so well.
Thank
You
you.
know what I mean? You handle it really,
Dude, like
in arenas-
you're in San Marcos with me, which is a venue that's never had comedy before, so they're a little rowdy.
Yeah.
And remember, I was like, man, I've never had it where it's like a bunch of people being chatty. One or two, I can light them up. I like to roast them.
Yeah.
That's fun. But when it was the entire, like you're talking about, it was like overwhelming. I didn't really know what to do. I called the first day. I'm like, dude, you ever dealt with this? And he's the first guy I hit up.
Oh, that's dope.
You're
Yeah.
a perfect dude.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, you
No,
called
it
me. You're
was-
like,
it was so
what
much
the
fun,
fuck are you doing there?
Yeah, I should say that.
He was like, show a little respect for yourself.
I did.
Fucking music venue. That's
exactly
was
what
like,
I said to him.
Thanks, Dad.
I did say that to him, though.
Now go to your room.
Yeah. I'm like, this guy's in a music hall?
Yeah, like, my
fuck you
first
doing?
question is,
Hey,
why
man.
in a music hall?
Yeah, never text somebody with a problem and it starts off like this. Hey, Joe, crowd is a little rowdy. I was in a high school auditorium.
High school.
No shit, man.
High school auditorium.
Fucking accordion bleachers coming out the sides of the wall. Are you guys ready?
Who's ready for some comedy night? We got Brennan Shaw. We got
this
Rally.
It's gotta be.
How about this guy did stand up at a rave, and he's like, "Yo, the shit show." I'm like, "Yeah, dude."
Yeah, that's a pure shit show.
Man, hey, I had a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but you got to do stuff like that.
Yeah,
That for him, you
I love
should
the
do that.
art.
I did them. I had those.
At a rave?
Random.
I did all kinds of shit. I did.
What was your worst gig?
Well, I had one gig that paid so much money, but it was I knew going into it was going to be a shit show. Was the O2 Festival? It was like Morrissey, Jay-Z,
Yeah.
were the headliners on that weekend, and I was in the comedy tent. Do you know what the fuck that is?
No, I don't.
That's a tent in the middle of the festival
Yeah.
where people go to sleep.
Oh no.
Because the show's going on so long,
yeah,
so they
yeah.
just want to lay down.
just wanna relax,
So there's
yeah.
this big tent in the middle of the
While you're
festival,
doing your act?
and I have to go up and tell, and you're hearing everything because it's just a tent.
Yeah.
and literally people are just sleeping on the ground, and I got to go up and do 30.
Was this in London?
And at the end, of my set, I went like this: "Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy Pablo Francisco."
That way.
I'm gonna go watch. Jay-Z.
I'm gonna go watch it.
Yeah, I gotta get the fuck out of here before Mary J. Blige comes out.
It was great.
Diddy coming.
Where's the cheesecake?
Did someone say cheesecake? Someone needs cheesecake?
Oh, wrong way again.
You gotta step over.
So you had to do 30 minutes?
30 minutes.
But it paid well.
paid so good, bro.
Yeah.
So good.
But sometimes
So-
you got to go through those tough ones.
Yeah,
you know,
bro.
to know what the
Yeah.
fuck is
But
up.
also
I
sometimes
took
you
it.
know like it's gonna be a shit show, but it pays well. So you're like, all right, all right,
$200.
Yeah, I
that's
did
what
it.
you want.
Yeah.
That was an overnight too. I flew to London. I was there for like maybe 36 hours and flew right back.
Jesus.
Oh,
and I got on
shit.
another plane, didn't even go home, and then flew to like Missouri or something to do some shows.
do like a weekend.
That's when I was just
Are you,
road dog.
are you
bro.
back touring now? I know you
Nah.
did Phoenix, but you're not like back.
Nah, I can't right now. They got me on a strict lockdown.
Oh, because you're shooting a movie.
Yeah, the movie.
Oh, yeah.
So they don't want me to. They don't want me to socialize with anybody.
Have you guys started?
Wait,
Have you guys started?
When does this air?
Have you guys started shooting?
No, we start shooting. I go into like lockdown,
Yeah.
2-week quarantine in one room. April 11th. I swear to God, bro.
But are you shooting in L.A.?
No, we're shooting in Canada.
Shit.
Steven Spielberg is a motherfucker, bro. He's amazing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it.
Is he
I'll put it
cool?
out there. And so is Dan Lin from Rideback Films. Dude, these guys are there's a reason why these guys are at the top of their game.
It's cool just to be around it, right?
It's just amazing. Like this guy has, dude. You're talking about Saving Private Ryan and Indiana Jones, and here he is with Joe Coy's movie, like full on in.
That's so fucking
I don't
like,
think
just
I don't think
like
you do anything
narrative.
half-ass. You know,
Nah,
like if he's
man.
on board.
and he's not the director. He's the studio, but he's financing it, everything, and literally he's every step of the way, man. From picking the director to picking the actors and all that. He's the draft, the script, everything. He's writing. He's dialed in.
Yeah, I don't think you get to his level with not being like that.
Yeah.
that like A type, like
Yeah, it's amazing. Like we just got a note from him last week, and I was just like literally when I got off the Zoom meeting, I was like, is this real? Like, did this man really make a note and he needs to see it?
Did you shop it around, or
Nope.
was it just Steven Spielberg?
No, this is how it went down. Dan Lin, Aladdin 2 with Will Smith, right?
Yeah.
That's his. And then It 1, It 2, that's his.
Love both.
All the Lego movies, those are his. And I pitched him Easter Sunday about a year and a half ago. We couldn't get a writer attached to it, right? So Easter Sunday is based on my life. It all happens on one day. And so that's the pitch, right? And then but there's funny shit too as well.
Yeah.
I didn't have Malik in the room.
I thought that'd have been funny.
Where's my camera?
It's right there, Joe,
Okay,
but-
I didn't have Malik in there. We were able to sell it. So Dan, I pitched it to Dan. Dan, we were trying to get a writer attached. A lot of conflicting things were. We couldn't get someone attached to it. So, anyways, I shot Coming in Hot. Right. So when I shot Coming in Hot, it aired. Coming in Hot, my second Netflix special, and when it aired, Steven Spielberg watched it. which is the craziest thing, right? And then we get a phone call like immediately after he watched it. Bring this kid in for a meeting. Right when I don't know why he called me kid.
I was a kid.
Yeah, I mean, to him, I guess.
this kid in.
Yeah, get this kid in. And I come in with a walker. Hey, I'm that kid you're asking for.
My feet still swole.
Yeah. I got Jameson in my foot if anyone wants it. And then we, right in the meeting, pitched it again, and he bought it in the room. So him, Holly Barrio, everybody over at Amblin, man. Just amazing.
Game on now.
And then one draft, Ken Chang came up with the first just one draft off of the notes and the things that we pitched. And the first draft, Steven was like, yeah, let's shoot it. Like literally, like no notes.
Have you done movies before?
I mean, I've done like indie stuff, but nothing like this, nothing at this level.
This level.
Like, man, everything. It's crazy. Like every single detail, I'm on it. You know what I mean? Like
It should be. It's your story.
Yeah, and it's like here's the cast. Like they're showing me everybody's auditions and I'm going with the writers and going over the writer and going over notes with that, and then me calling out my cameos who I want, and we're going over.
Oh, I must have missed that call. Yeah,
My agent.
What's cool about you, man, is like you're so focused, but like you like looking at you and like talking to you all the time, like you have so much fucking fun.
Oh, thanks.
You know what I mean? Like that's what I like admire about you. Is
Well,
just, like,
we'll
you
soak
guys
it
are
up. Soak it up when you can, because when this movie drops, I don't think he's coming back here.
I know, right? Yeah, you coming back?
You're not?
Well, unfortunately, yeah, this is going to be my. Okay, which one's my camera?
Right there.
Steven Spielberg.
Right? Is this it? Steven
This is
Spielberg.
gonna be
That's
my
all we
last
get?
one.
Yeah.
Huh? I'm sorry,
Don't
but this is
delete
going to be
that.
my last time on the show.
I just got your number.
I don't even have it.
I just got your number.
I know. We know about it.
I was hoping after this show I'd have moved up. At least get like 3 digits, Joe. Just,
Give him the area code. At least. Let him get the area.
I gave you the Joe Coy fan page email.
I did. Dude, you know his cameo.
his sister didn't reply back to me.
Hey,
She didn't reply back. I can't.
my sister goes, "Who's Malik? Who's Malik?" And I went like this.
Who's Malik? Who's Malik? And he keeps talking about rags to riches.
He said rags to riches.
Easter Sun.
He asked me if I've heard the 7-Eleven rags to riches story.
I don't know who that is.
Then he asked if I needed cheesecake.
Can you tell him yes? Man, that's funny.
You do dope shit, man. It's cool
real
to
talk.
watch.
Yeah.
It's
Thank
very
you.
cool to watch.
So you'll shoot this movie and then you go on tour, you think? This episode of Fighter and the Kids with Joe Coy, my Filipino brother, is brought to you by Blue Chew. Blue Chew is making waves and bringing more confidence to the sack. That's right. Blue Chew is a unique online service that delivers the same active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis, but in chewable form at a fraction of the cost. Blue Chew tablets combat all forms of ED and can help men gain extra confidence when it's time to go, boys. Blue Chew is an online prescription service, so no visits to the doctor office, no awkward conversations, no waiting in line at the pharmacy. Ships right to your crib in a discreet little package, all right? The process is super simple. Sign up at bluechew.com, consult with one of their licensed medical providers. Once you're approved, you'll receive your prescription within days. Best part, it's all online, man. Blue Chew's tablets are made in the US of A and shipped direct, so it's cheaper than the pharmacy. So, if this sounds like something you could use in the bedroom, a little extra confidence when it's time to go, visit bluechew.com for more details and important safety information. And I got a deal for you guys. Try Blue Chew free when you use the promo code FIGHTER at checkout. Just pay $5 shipping. That's bluechew.com, promo code FIGHTER to receive your first month free. And I thank Blue Chew for being part of Fighter and the Kids. It's 2021. You guys know this. And you know what's popping right now, and it should have been popping for a long time, is your mental health. That's right. A lot of people talking to their friends, but they're not helping. You're talking to your family members. They're not helping. Why don't you get with a real licensed professional therapist who can help you achieve the happiness, whatever problem you're dealing with, your anxiety? They can help with all that. BetterHelp is a customized online therapy that offers video, phone, even live chat sessions with your therapist. So you don't have to see anyone on camera if you don't want to, but you can We got you covered. It's much more affordable than in-person therapy. You can start communicating with your therapist in under 48 hours. Join the million of people who are seeing what therapy is really about. See if it's for you because you are your greatest asset. All right? So if you could use a little help, man, maybe get more clarity in your life, I'm telling you, this is a great thing. This podcast, Fighter and the Kids, is sponsored by BetterHelp. And you guys get 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/fighter. That's better, HELP.com/fighter.
You do dope shit,
Nah,
man. It's cool
real
to
talk,
watch.
yeah.
It's
Thank
very
you.
cool to watch.
So you'll shoot this movie and
Yeah.
then you go on tour, you think?
Yeah, that's what I want to do.
Because the movie's going to shoot how long? 2 months?
it's gonna be 2 months. Yeah,
2 months, Vancouver?
Vancouver.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's where we're
Jay's my director, man. I'm so excited. I can never say his last name. If you want to look it up, Super Troopers. He's done. He's a Broken Lizard.
Oh, yeah. The Broken Lizard
shit.
guy.
Indian. The Indian guy.
Yeah.
He owns 7-Elevens. Yeah, remember? Rags to riches.
You know
that's what you said.
No, I
That's what you said. That's exactly what you said.
He's right there in the middle. Jen.
There he is. Jay.
Yeah.
See, I can never say his last
I
name.
got it.
That's fucking dope.
Say his name. I could never say it. I just call him Jay.
Chandra Sakar.
Yeah, Chandra
Rasaka.
Sandra Rakash.
Chandra Sakar.
Genius though, but that whole crew's genius, by the way. Broken Lizard is
Lizards?
amazing.
They're great.
Talk about rags to riches. Those guys, they all lived in the same frat house together. They went to college together. They became a comedy troupe on their own. Raised their own money, and created
They're
that.
so funny.
Oh, they're so funny. And Jay's just a genius. Steve Lemmy's a genius. All those guys are amazing. So
Don't wear your belt like that, Jay, but yeah, I hear you.
yeah.
Let's never
That's
do that
old, man.
again.
That's like
MCM.
05. That's like 05.
Yeah, that's whatever.
Hey, let him do it. He's drunk. You know what I mean?
fair.
He's allowed to do that.
He's the guy, in Super Troopers, where Mary starts prostituting. And they're
Yeah.
like, what the fuck are you doing? He's like, hey, boys. He's like 40 for me to touch it, 60 to see me touch it. And he's like 80 for a ZJ. They go, what's a ZJ? He goes, if you got ash, can't afford it.
I like when they get when they're both locked into the back of the truck. You remember when they got locked in? They were in there for hours.
Yeah.
And then Jay opens it up and he goes, "Smells like sex in here."
He's so funny, man.
Have you seen it?
Nah, I'm gonna
Never
watch
seen
it.
Never
Super-
seen it?
oh,
God
it's so
damn it,
fucking
Malik,
funny.
man.
I'm gonna watch it.
Classic.
Yeah, it is a classic. Yeah, I feel like it's a
I'm gonna
timeless
watch it.
one.
Yeah.
I didn't see part 2, though.
I didn't either.
I love it. Love
Did
everything.
you see
he does.
Coming to America, too?
Yes, I did. I
watched
watched
How was it?
I've heard awful things.
It's awful.
Okay, let's not do that. Let's not
That's
do
all I
that.
said.
Well, no, that's what
He's my hero, man. Eddie's my hero.
Eddie's everybody's hero.
Eddie killed it.
But yeah, I'm sure he killed it. I haven't seen it. I Come to America for me. The first one's cool. It's not like
You didn't like it?
No, it's good.
Oh.
But
Good.
I
It's
think
great.
Life
I
is
thought it was
better.
great.
It's great.
Oh,
I know
Life
people
is
love-
amazing.
I think
Yeah.
Life is
Yeah,
better.
yeah.
Yeah.
But it's tough to do a sequel in 2021.
Well,
years
it's
later.
also tough to do a sequel when you're touching something as great as Coming
That's
to
what I'm
America.
saying. Like some things don't need a sequel.
Yeah.
Like I'm
things don't
good,
need it.
man.
Yeah, that,
But like on Breakfast Club, I think it was yesterday. I listen to them every morning. Charlemagne was like, "Man, we got early release on it." He's like, "I don't want to say anything." He's like, "It felt good because I seen like Arsenio Hall and the whole team back together." He's
Wesley
like, "But it was
Snipes.
just a bad movie."
he did.
He was like, "They wrote
felt
they
rushed.
wrote it to be funny, where they should have just wrote a good story, but
Yeah.
not a good story." So then they had fans like calling in, like, "What's your opinion on of the new Coming to America?" And out of whatever 50 callers, not one was like, "Oh, it's fantastic." All of them like, "Yeah, it was too cheesy, too yeah."
It
But
felt
what'd you
rushed.
think?
It was awful.
Well, I think what happened was they used the same formula from the first movie. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So it's pretty much, it's kind of like Dumb and Dumber.
Oh, yeah.
So when Dumb and Dumber came out, they were using all of the same
Yeah, it was
things
like
that,
we
that
already
made the
saw
first
that.
one so amazing.
Yeah.
But the time that the first one came out,
changed.
it was
Yeah.
it was.
But that still
was the
holds
thing.
up. Like that still holds up. Like Dumb and Dumber definitely holds up.
No, Dumb and Dumber does.
Coming
Not,
to America
I'm talking
does.
about Dumb and Dumber
I know
2.
the new ones. It's like, but when they wrote Dumb and Dumber, it's like it's a good story.
Yeah.
and those guys are so funny. You're gonna find the funny in there.
Yeah.
But now like Dumb and Dumber, and then Coming to America, it's like they were like, oh, let's write funny instead of let's write a good story for everybody to follow.
and they had a formula.
Yeah.
And they were just replacing
Yep.
dialogue within the formula.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
I'm still going to watch it.
Oh, you
Still watch
should.
it, yeah.
You know, it's the most.
You know.
It's the most streamed movie of 2021 on any streaming platform.
Well, it's
Over that Jamie Foxx one? Soul?
Oh yeah.
Oh damn.
So was great.
Well, I mean, you got to think,
It's
man.
on
How many
Netflix.
generations is Eddie Murphy?
True,
I mean,
true.
Everyone fucks with him.
Everyone.
Did you hear him?
Watch him on
Do you listen to Mark Maron at all? Do you know Mark?
Oh, I love Mark Maron.
Yeah, so he was on Mark Maron's podcast, literally my favorite podcast. He had Eddie on there, and it was great.
Just recent?
Yeah, came out
shit.
like last week. And Eddie and him talked for an hour, and he was talking about doing stand up. He's like,
Yeah.
I haven't done stand up forever since my Delirious special. And he's like, and
Since
then-
Raw.
since Raw. And then he was like, I had all this time off. And he was one of the reasons I came back. He's like, because I was making shitty movie after shitty movie after I was getting these Razzie awards. And he's like, and people forgot, like maybe they forgot I wasn't funny. So I was going to do stand up to show these motherfuckers like, oh no, I'm still funny, man. And he's like, I also took a break from movies because I was just making bad movies.
Yeah.
He was
Thousand Words
like,
was
they
bad.
just weren't bad. They just weren't good. So I was going to come back and make good movies, which
Yeah.
coming to America, he might hide again. I don't
Yeah,
know.
but Dolomite was amazing.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Dolomite was
was-
good. But and
Dolomite
then
was
people
amazing.
hate on, like, I think all the Nutty Professors are fucking great.
yeah.
Like
Brilliant.
All of them are great.
All of them were great.
That's the one Nutty Professor that he wished he was like he thought he was gonna win like the Oscar
Awards?
for, awards for that because of him playing all those characters,
Characters.
doing the whole dinner table,
The family, everything.
and
Yeah,
all
he
that.
shoulda. He shoulda won an
he shoulda.
Oscar.
And then he goes, that's the one. He was like,
It killed him.
yeah,
Yeah, that should have killed him. Because
Yeah.
he stole acting.
yeah.
Like there's never going
never
to be an
seen it.
acting
It was a cheat
performance
code.
like that ever again.
People try to do it
And
when they
that
play all those
good?
characters.
Yeah,
and
he's
he's so
like-
good.
to-
he stole that performance. Like there's no way that can ever be duplicated
you-
or topped.
I don't know if you knew this, but they didn't want him to do all those characters.
Really?
So he had to audition. He goes, let me do it. He goes, what if I audition as the characters?
Wow.
He was like, I'll come in as each character.
Yeah, who's gonna be better than
every
Eddie Murphy?
And I'll audition all the characters. And he did it. And they were like, okay.
yeah.
Dude, you should
all the
hear him on Maron because Maron's talking about how he came up in stand up. He was 16.
Yeah, I know.
He was
I know
on the
his
ro-
whole
He was on
backstory.
the, he was
That's
on,
the dude.
he was on the road like with real like vet New York comics.
Yep.
And Mark's like, damn, at 16, he's like,
Yeah.
yeah, man. And then he was like, it happened fast for me. And then he's like, but that's all I know. So at
Yeah.
the time, I just expect everything to happen fast. And he said, then someone called him, someone who owned like an improv or something was like, hey, Saturday Night Live's looking for a black guy. You should audition.
No
And so he's like,
shit.
fuck it, I'll go up there. Gets it. And then Mark was like, we just freaking out. He's like, again, like I was like the prodigy. So like, yeah, of course I got it. He's like,
amazing.
at the time I didn't realize how
I gotta listen to this.
He's like, I didn't realize how big
same.
of a deal it is.
Yeah.
He's like, I got the job. I was like, yeah, of course I got it. He's like, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do first 48, 48 hours. And
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna do movies. Like that's
48 hours.
Like Chevy Chase did it
Dude,
before
trading
him.
places.
Trading places.
Beverly Hills Cop.
Yeah.
Man, Beverly Hills Cop.
Yeah.
Yeah, I told you guys I went to Raw in
Yeah,
person,
you told
right?
me.
said that.
Yeah,
I actually asked you about it when we were in
Arizona?
Phoenix, but yeah, so
Most
dope.
amazing.
But you hear like Kevin Hart say, I guess Eddie throws a party at his house like once a month, pre-COVID like once a week, and it'd be the funniest people that we know of in comedy. Like Kevin Hart was there, everyone
Yeah.
was there in the comedy scene, and they said they would beg Eddie to do stand up because he was dominate. Like they said, he's the funniest guy in the room.
Of course.
And Kevin's like, dude, you gotta come back and do stand up.
Yeah.
And then he started to do it. He had all his whole, he's like, I probably have 2 hours of material.
Yeah.
And he's like, but it's all notes. He's like I haven't been able to work it out because he was like, I was gonna go to the clubs and do it the right way, but COVID came, so now we'll see.
You know what's crazy is I would love to just tell Eddie that you don't even need to work on it. Because when he sits, you ever watch him on a panel?
Come on, yep.
When he just tells a story at the panel, like when he's on Fallon or whatever, that story, that gem that he says sitting down is
You got
him
listen,
on stage.
dude. You gotta listen to him on Maron because he's just going from the hip, and it's his old school story is such a beast. Like
Yeah.
with some I forget who the famous guy was, but he's saying our thing was to like joke with each other, like, oh, I bet you won't do this. So he says he's backstage at Madison Square Garden with this guy. I forget the guy's name, famous guy. And he goes, we're backstage at a Diana Ross concert, and he goes, Eddie says to his friend, goes, I bet you won't grab Diana Ross's ass. And he's like, why would you do this to me, Eddie? Because he has to do it. So in the middle of a performance, he gets on stage and they're like, what the fuck? And he gives her a hug and then looks at Eddie and like grabs her ass. and then Eddie says that Saturday Night Live, and it was when, I forget what, I want to rock down to.
Yeah.
So these guys have dreads and they're all in the Saturday Night Live. They're about to perform. And Eddie goes, hey, or I guess the guy goes, man, someone told me that the way those black guys get dreads is they put goat shit in their hair. And Eddie goes, I dared you go ask them if they put goat shit in their hair. He's like, why would you do this to me? So he walks into the room and he says he starts off small. He's like, man, you guys got cool hair. And they're all, oh, thank you. And he's like, yeah, it must be really difficult to get there. And they're like, yeah, it takes some time. He's like, yeah. Someone told me that you guys got to put goat shit in your hair to get it like that. And they said it was like quiet. And the guy was like, no, man. No. And then he said, he looked at it. He goes, why'd you tell me that? And then walked out of the room.
That's funny.
He's got a lot of great stories. Yeah, especially when you see him sit on a panel.
He's a killer.
Like he's a beast. Killer. Like even I watched his Inside Actor Studio. James lives in.
So
he's
good.
Just
Love those.
dude.
So
he's
good.
Just, like especially he's just so chill, and he's gonna he'll have a great conversation with you.
Yeah,
and you just let him go.
You know who his hero is? Richard Pryor.
Of course.
He said he met him after not the drug Richard, like when he was going through rehab, like when he's trying to get his life right. He said he was on a plane with him, and his album just came out, and he was getting on the plane. The steward was like, "Hey, Richard Pryor's on the plane," and Eddie was like, "Oh fuck, that's my hero, man." So he said he had a copy on cassette of his album. Went up to Richard, was like, "Hey, we listen to us on the plane?" And he was like, "Yeah, I'll listen." He goes, "I know who you are. I'll listen to it." So he said he was like 4 rows back from Richard watching him. He said Richard had it on and was yelling, going, "You funny, man." Wow. And he was like,
That's
"Oh,
amazing.
shit." And then they get off the plane and Richard's like, "Where are you going?" And he's like, "Oh, I'm going somewhere in the hills." He's like, "I'll give you a ride, man." And so he said he jumped in, gave him a ride there, spit game on him while they were there.
What
and
the
dropped
fuck?
him off. Yeah.
Really?
Crazy.
That's an amazing story.
He's got a lot of great stories.
Dude, I'm telling
legendary
you, he does it.
stories.
All he has to do is just get up and tell the stories,
Yeah.
man. It'd be
But it
over
was
with. Have you
inter-
ever seen him do an impersonation? It's the best impersonation.
It's so
I
good.
love Jay Farrell. I love Jamie when they do their shit.
They're not Eddie.
But I'm telling you, when Eddie gets a hold of it,
It's different.
It's
It's
different.
so different.
It's like he embodies it. I saw him do Tracy Morgan for 4 seconds.
Oh,
what?
And I was like, did he just
Have
do
you seen-
that?
have you seen him do his brother, Charlie Murphy?
Amazing.
It's insane.
It's insane.
You know that's how he got Saturday Night Live. During the audition, he just did a bunch of impressions.
Yeah, because
Really?
Charlie Murphy told him to go do it. Dude, I can't do Charlie Murphy. I'm sorry.
Just do it
I don't
though.
know.
Just,
No.
Come on, please. Just a little bit. Do it. Hey man, we let Malik talk.
Hey, you see, I'm setting up now. It's your turn. It's your turn.
Come on, just do it. Just do it. Come on, do it. Just do
Never,
it.
no.
Please, just do it. Charlie's watching right now.
You know,
you'll love it.
Shit.
You know, Malik has a Charlie Murphy story that's just dying to get out.
You know about Charlie Murphy?
You know the rags of riches Charlie Murphy story?
Now, he started off in Paper Soldiers and Kevin Hart.
Y'all see CB4?
No. Malik is different. Malik's like, you know, Charlie Murphy had a brother named Eddie, right? What did you say, Malik?
Hey, did you know Charlie Murphy him and Rogan would tour together? They put them together, and Charlie just started doing stand-up. Everyone thinks Charlie's like a stand-up. He's not.
Yeah, I
he started
know.
really late, and he got famous off the Chappelle show because he would tell stories. So they're like, man, you need to take these stories and do a stand-up act.
That's so-
They put him and Rogan together. But think about Rogan, especially even then, Rogan's been doing comedy for 20 years, and Rogan. The headline, the marquee would say Joe Rogan and Charlie Murphy.
Yeah.
Well, Charlie Murphy would sometimes close the show out, but Rogan's
Rogan?
a monster, especially back then, monster. And he's like a seasoned comic. So Rogan would tell him, like, "Doug, I'm just trying to help you out. You shouldn't go after me." He's like, "This just from a comic's perspective.
Yeah.
You should go, then I go, man." Like Rogan was always trying to help him out.
That's dope.
Yeah, they were like solid home.
Yeah, that's
Super close.
That's a heavy thing to put on Charlie at that time.
Monster, dude.
You know what I mean? But I could see why the promoters thought that. You know what I mean?
Chappelle
Because he
was
was on the
popping at the time.
hit show at that time. That was
But
just
also
huge in
remember,
that-
he's not doing
those-
stand up. He's telling stories.
No, I know.
And Rogan's coming with straight stand.
Oh, I know.
So
And-
it's like a different rhythm.
Yeah.
And Rogan's like, it's off, man.
Yeah, and
You should go, then I go.
exactly. That's how it should have been. Those promoters have no idea.
Yeah,
That's
and
why they
Rogan was
don't
like,
see
it was
that.
an awkward conversation, but he's like, I'm literally just trying to help you out.
Yeah, I'm just trying to show you, man, that I'm about to set that stage on fire.
And then you're going to go on, and you've been doing stand up for 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna burn. But sometimes that's a tough pill to swallow. You know what I mean? Like, you know that who you are at that time. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
deserve this spot.
Charlie
But it's
Murphy.
like sometimes, you know, you'll come across cats that are very humble and will bow down to that.
That's why I'm so fortunate for Brian Callen, because when I started stand up, I had training wheels because Brian was on stage with me. Like, I'd go out and do my own shit for 10 minutes, but then Brian would come out, and then I have Brian who's been doing comedy for 30 years,
Yeah.
60 years,
Yeah.
and Brian would set me up for success.
Yeah.
You know, like I'd be like, what are we gonna do? And he'd be like, hey, remember, and you just off to the races.
Yeah.
Like Brian.
Oh,
was
so
like-
you would tag team on stage?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's
we
great.
come out together.
That's
And It was
great.
like a show.
Oh,
but
that's
Brian
great.
was so good at like making sure that I didn't fail.
Yeah.
He'd be like, "Oh, hey, remember that time we were doing this?" I'm like, "Oh yeah,"
Yeah.
because he knows it's a funny story.
That's the cool thing about watching Brian when I was coming up is like, because when I watched Brian, it was at the clubs. So, we were all working on our shit. I never went on the road with him. So one thing I noticed with him is when he tried new shit and it would bomb, he would stick with it and just let
Commit.
commit.
Yeah.
And make it work. And if it didn't work, he didn't give a fuck. You know what I mean? He'd just go to something else.
Yeah.
And that's a hard thing to learn when you're first coming up. When you start bombing right away on an idea, you panic, you freeze. Well, what do I do next?
Yeah.
And then you have to like really learn how to like
sit in the
Be
car.
okay. Yeah.
You
Be
gotta
okay.
sit
Yeah,
and be
man.
uncomfortable.
Well, they were saying Richard Pryor, like one of the things Eddie was saying, this one of the things that made him so special is when he was on the heroin, all the drugs, he was so funny. But he's always been doing that in stand up. So then when he got sober, Eddie said whenever Richard would perform at the Comedy Store, all the comics, like him, Mooney, everyone would go down there to watch Richard.
Yeah.
But when he was sober, he was trying to figure it out. And then Mark Maron was a doorman at the time. Wow. He's like, dude, I've seen Richard Pryor bombed for a long time. He's like, but he would stay with it. He would stick with it.
Damn,
and then eventually you'd see like 6 months go by and then that bit's just it's his closing bit. But he said he'd eat dick for months.
Yeah.
And wouldn't give a flying fuck.
that's so cool. I love that. I love hearing stories like
Certain
that.
guys are still, Rogan's Rogan's the exact same way.
Yeah.
We'll have a concept and you'll see him in the main room. He closes it out. We'll all go on before. We have our bits from the road that we know are going to hit. Rogan will go on there. He has all his notes. He records it. He'll go out there and it might not work those first few
Yeah.
weeks. And
Yep.
you're like, God
That's
damn,
what
dude,
you do,
you're
man.
bombing
That's
out
the
there.
art, though.
And he'll
That
be
is
like,
the art.
excuse me? And then next thing you know, a few months go by and he's just a fucking killer with that bit.
I love it.
Shout-
That's
your boy George. He what? That was his first
that
time.
was his first time ever on stage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was
Confidence.
that's the YouTuber guy with Logan Paul?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was cool to, I offered that up to him. I don't like to tell people, you know what I mean? Because he's got a huge following.
Yeah.
So my whole thing with that is, and I've done it before for other people as well,
Yeah.
but I'm like, if you're trying to get into this game, like do it the right way. Learn the craft, man.
Yeah.
Don't let anyone know you're going up. Don't tell your fans you're going up.
No.
Yeah.
Because the minute they start paying for tickets to come see you
expectation.
eat it,
Yeah.
they're never coming back.
Yeah.
So I told him that. I go, look, dude, my shows are already done. We don't have to worry about ticket sales. Just walk up. No one's got to
Yeah.
know you're here.
there to
Don't
see Joe.
announce that you're there.
Yeah.
And have an honest crowd in front of you.
Yep.
That way because if you're going to do it in front of your fans, they're going to laugh at you saying hi.
How much time did you give him?
Like, man, it started out with 5 and then it went to 9 and then it went to like 15.
It was good though.
But he just appreciated it.
Yeah.
Which is like, some people like, I feel like when they get into it, they're like, yeah, I do stand up comedy. But like, he really wanted to like be good up there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
most
he
people don't-
appreciated it. He
appre-
always asked questions.
Yeah, always ask questions, all that. Like,
I would
you know.
fucking hope so.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
he better be that way.
But that's,
Yeah.
that's a
fucking fire.
If you think about it, that's a rarity.
I 100%,
Yeah.
dude. If
Yeah.
you're not appreciative, like a lot of guys get in this game and they meet
That's
comics
what I'm
right
saying.
away, and we are not the same.
Yeah.
We're
not
you
the
got
same
so
level.
much shit to work on, dude.
Yeah.
A lot of people told me.
I used to take guys on the road, right? I would get like 14 sold out shows at the San Jose Improv, right? And I have an opener for come with me, right? And it's a guy. I always take the same guy on the road, right? And then at the end of the week, a tweet would go out like, "Hey man, thank you all for coming out to see me." I'm like, what? And it'd be a picture of him at the Improv. I'm like,
Him in
no,
front of the
motherfucker.
marquee like this.
You're thinking
When
of the
he cuts
wrong
your name out.
Yeah. Like,
all up in the videos.
He's like 14 sold out.
14,
See
man.
y'all next
Hey,
year.
you guys, let's make it 15 next year.
But even the
flash
fans
That's
are
gotta
all.
be
Is
so
the flash on?
Flag day. We gotta wait. All right.
The flash on?
Hold on, wait. You gotta wait for it.
Make it next year. Make it 15. Is the flash on? Am I saying still?
Your thumb getting tired, Joe.
awkward.
Be
is
back
strange,
next year.
Yeah, but no,
Stop.
that was the thing about George, man. He just appreciated this.
Yeah,
shit. Like,
he's
he would
cool.
ask-
Has he gone on
George
stage
Shanko.
since?
Huh?
Has he been on
Oh
stage
yeah,
since?
he goes up, but like I keep telling him, don't tell people you're on that
Oh, is he
show.
announcing it?
No, he doesn't. He that's the thing. He listens.
He does
too.
listen. He does.
I don't know the guy.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
solid dude.
really nice guy, man. Yeah, this dude right here, man. He's fun to.
Told you.
Yeah, he's fun to watch. Man. Goes up and does his.
How about
thing.
he's selling out his own shows now?
Yeah, man.
He sold out Kansas City Improv. He sold out Austin.
That's amazing.
Which we're going back there.
Yeah.
April
That's dope.
22nd. Tickets will be on sale probably in the next few days. But Vulcan Gas Company. I got 6 shows there. April 22nd to 24th.
That's sick.
Feels good.
Go back to Phoenix, your hometown.
Yeah.
Let's go, bro. Let's go.
That's him, Shadowbox.
Yeah. Malik will be at 7-Eleven.
I'll be on the stage about
That'll be at the next rave.
It was so funny because I kept texting Chappelle like, "Yo, you here?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm here. I'm in the hotel." I'm like, "Good." Right?
Yeah.
And I come up the elevator and I go down the hallway and I see Chappelle standing in the hallway with his suitcase talking to someone in the door. Like, I'm like, this motherfucker's already talking to people. Like how social is this fucking guy, right? And then I get close to the door and it's Malik. It's just a boxer shorts and his gold chain and his watch. Yeah, man, what time's the show start?
I wanted to learn. I never.
Boxer shorts, gold chain in his watch.
I just got to my
I like
hotel.
how you call it his watch. He doesn't even give you the credit.
What the hell?
Of it being a Rolex. His watch.
Did you open up for somebody like that? Like how you help guys out?
Who's catch you up
My favorite beast to open for was Cedric. I always say this story.
Cedric Entertainment.
I
What
always
year
tell
was
this
that?
story. I say it all the time. It was man, let's I think my son was a year old. So then that was 16 years ago. And Chappelle, when I opened for Chappelle was 25 years ago. Jesus Christ. And that was an amazing thing. Like I was just like 5 years in the game and here I am opening for him at the House of Blues. Sold out, and then
House
here
of
comes
Blues where? San Diego?
Mandalay Bay.
Oh, wow.
And here comes Dave walking in a suit, and I'm just sitting there. I still smell like dolphin shit. You know what I mean? Because I'm a tour guide. And he just sits down. I was like, "Yeah, man, like, what's your name?" And he introduced myself, and then he goes, "Oh, because I used to open for these headliners, and they would get mad at certain bits I would do." And then I told him, I go, "Hey, I do like these kind of this bit and that bit." And I go, and a lot of headliners get mad. And he goes, "Really? They get mad?" I go, "Yeah." He goes, "But then they're not headliners."
Ooh. And
Yeah.
He'd be correct.
That's 5 years in my career hearing that. Yeah. And I was just like happy I was opening for people. And like every time a headliner was like, "Hey man, you might want to stop doing that bit and do that," because I blah, blah, blah. I'm like,
make a reference.
and I would listen. I'm like, "Oh, okay, yeah, my bad. Just, whatever you want me to do." I was just happy to get on stage.
Yeah.
Then I told Dave, because I didn't want to fuck this opportunity up.
Yeah.
I just thought that's how headliners act. And then he was like, "Really? They're not headliners."
That's hilarious.
I go, a headliner should be able to see whoever's in front of them and then have another 4 or 5 hours to cover whatever it is that they talked about. Like if you cross, the same premise, I still got 2 more hours of some other shit that they didn't talk about.
Christ.
He goes, "That's a headliner." And I swear to God, that was always my mentality after that.
Yep.
I've always had that mentality with him. Like, I don't give a fuck
That's
what you do in
amazing.
front of me.
Yeah.
And then Cedric is, I opened for him at the Pochanga. It's like
Up
a
here?
big, yeah. Is that a Pochanga? It's like down by,
yeah.
I don't know where
Temecula.
it's at.
Temecula.
Temecula.
Yeah, yeah.
It was huge. It was like 3,000 people. I tell this story all the time because it was like an awe moment. You know what I mean? Because this is when I was doing closer. Like my whole routine opening for people was just like 15 minutes of just applause breaks.
Yeah.
I was just going for the jugular. You know what I mean? And with the whole, like in my head, I'm like, there's no way anyone's following this shit. Like that was always my attitude, right? Yeah. And I said, "Good night." They're screaming. I looked to my left. In my head, I'm like, there ain't no way Cedric's gonna follow this shit. But Chang is gonna hire me after this shit, right? That's my bit.
Yep.
And I look to my left, and Cedric is just in this fucking
Suit.
outfit, bro.
Suit.
Same matching fedora with the jacket with the vest and the
Cool.
matching tie that
Right.
matches
That's
the
St.
fucking
Louis.
ostrich.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then he's bouncing like this. He's like, "That's what I'm talking about, motherfucker. Make me work for that money, motherfucker." That's what I'm talking about, Joe Coy. Smacks my hand, and then they go, "Ladies and gentlemen, Cedric the Entertainer," and I'm just standing on the side as he walks out, and literally like maybe a minute into his act, I'm like, these motherfuckers have already forgotten. Who the fuck. They all forgot the dude that opened for Cedric. It was over, man. His intro was fucking, you know that.
Yeah, come on.
His intro was fire.
Wasn't
And it
Mr.
never stopped. It never stopped. So
I think
that's always been my mentality when I have people open for me. I'm like, yo, kill it, bring it.
Yeah, that's
Bring
exactly
the
what
fucking wave.
Exactly what you said to me. You said,
Yep.
kill it.
Kill it.
Go out there
And I was doing all new shit, all off the top of my head. I was like, yo, I'm gonna like freestyle this shit.
Oh yeah,
tonight.
dude, he rolled out there
Every night, each night,
Bro, he had nothing.
New shit.
Nothing.
Hour and a half, and I'm just like, God
Beast. Professional.
damn.
Yeah, man.
I mean,
It's
one of
dope.
the top torn
Thank
comics
you.
for a
Yeah,
reason.
it's dope,
Well,
though.
I think it's weird too. Like we were just in Tampa. Chappelle didn't come, but Malik and I were in Tampa, and I have guys. My first friends I'm in comedy outside LA are in Florida, Miami.
Nice.
Ricky Cruz and Luis. What's his last name?
Luis something.
Louis.
Yeah,
Yes.
thank you, man.
Yeah, thank you. Luis something.
Can we just all enjoy that?
Diaz. Luis Diaz.
Jesus Christ.
Something.
Louise
He
something.
threw
And
it to-
Brennan,
he threw
and then Brennan was like, thank you, man.
Thanks for the assist. Luis is all something.
Something. Is that with a G at the end? No. Just an N. Something.
No apostrophe.
Thank you so much, man.
But
You're
so
welcome.
They open up for a lot of guys, and after the weekend, both of them were like, "Man, thanks for being so nice to us." And I'm like, "Who the fuck's not nice
Yeah,
to you?"
who
Like,
is that?
dude, there's some people we open up for. They wouldn't let us in the green room, and we can't even talk to them.
What is
like,
that?
We just hang outside of the green room. I'm like, "Who the fuck?" They told me the guys' names. I'm not gonna say them, but
Yeah.
they're like,
Say it
"We
off
can't."
camera.
They're like,
tell you.
I can't even. We can't have a conversation. And he was, and one guy was one of my heroes. And I was like, yeah, so I won't talk to him, but is it cool if I get a picture afterwards? And the manager's like, no, he wants nothing to do with you. Like, just do your
so
job and
weird.
get out.
That's
Like,
like-
what the fuck's wrong with these people?
I don't understand that, man.
I don't get it either. One
the
of the greatest things is talking to other comics.
No
and like,
shit.
Talking about the road and just,
Enjoying that moment.
yeah.
All the laughs.
You're not even in the
green room and
moment.
shit, yeah.
You're not even in the moment if you're doing that. You're literally just doing it as if you're clocking in at a regular
like
shitty
it's a-
job.
Like, you'll meet them in Miami. They're monsters.
Oh, okay, hell yeah.
Monsters.
That's crazy.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah, I don't like hearing stories like that. I've met a couple
I've heard it
comics that
from
were
a
my
number
heroes.
of
But
people.
I've heard stories like that though, where they're just straight up like, yeah, you can't come in.
Even Joe let me in the green room.
I didn't want to.
Yeah, in Phoenix. I was in
No,
there.
I love you.
The watch got you in, dog.
The watch
Come
got-
on,
yeah,
man.
that's it, that's
Let
it.
him know, baby.
I had to
Let
let
him
him
know,
know.
baby.
He's like, yeah, remember
Rolly
me?
boy.
It was also Black History Month, so.
Had to.
You're like,
Any other month, I said no.
CNN here? All right, get in here. Hurry up. Get it.
I was right there. I got it.
Are we live?
So I was in there. I don't care how I got in there. I got there. I was in the back with Joe. Took pictures. I had my phone out. Hey, let me back here, dog.
What's up, Joe, baby? He posted up.
Malik post. We did it. 14 sold out shows. Let's make it 15.
Let's make him 15.
We got merch.
So thanks for having me, Joe.
We got merch.
We got merch.
Hey, we got merch out there,
merch.
baby. Come on.
God. That's so funny. Thank you to our sponsors, 7-Eleven.
We got these shirts, Rags to Riches.
Rags to Riches, man. Cheesecake. We got all
It's
that,
a brand,
man.
baby. It's
So,
a
hey,
brand.
slow down with the Jameson, Joe. You know what to do with your feet.
Yeah, he's got slogans. It's not a brand. It's a vibe. What the fuck did you just say, bro?
It's not a brand.
What the fuck did Malik just say? Get out of here. That's not even anything, man.
You guys know me. It ain't a brand, it's a vibe. Get your merch in the
Yeah,
bag.
man. I went from pushing mops to owning mops. Good night. Like he ended every show like that.
We love you, baby.
We love you.
We love you, baby.
We love you. Dustpans to Peter Pan. That's nothing. No one's ever said that.
correlation.
No one's ever said it, and they don't even understand it.
All right. Yeah. I was back there, though.
All right, what do you got first, Cat Chin?
Oh, shit.
Okay. So a 41-year-old man who is currently unemployed with a law degree from Oxford is suing his parents, saying that they are leaving him as a vulnerable adult child, that because they took care of him for his entire life, he shouldn't now be he shouldn't be an adult and basically provide for himself.
You got to be a special kind of shit to sue your parents for loving you so much, where you're scared of the world.
Yeah.
That you have to make a life for yourself.
Yeah.
Every single week, he has been receiving 400 euros as an allowance from his
So
parents.
it's around $700.
Yeah. It's about 700, 800 bucks.
Yeah.
You fucking
Every single
piece
week.
of shit.
Yeah, right.
As a 41-year-old
hate
man
him.
with a law degree from Oxford.
But yeah, that you
law-
didn't pay for.
Correct.
Your
That he
parents
didn't-
paid for that.
Don't use your degree, you piece
Yeah.
of shit.
And when he went to Oxford, his parents actually rented him a $1 million flat for him to
Oh, they're
to stay
rich.
at.
Yeah.
They're rich.
So he just
They're
wants
like
money.
Dubai
Yeah,
money.
he wanted money.
They got that oil money.
Wait, are you talking about Dubai money? The same people that bought 7-Eleven?
I think they may be distant relatives.
Okay,
Rags
cool.
to riches, man.
Yeah. So you mean Japanese?
Yeah.
And for our audience listeners, you said flat. That's like condo in English.
Yes.
Yeah, in London.
I
audience
really,
knows this.
really hate you. I hate you so much.
We go 2 steps forward, then
Yeah.
7 back.
Yeah.
For those of you that don't know what a flat is,
Yeah.
For our listeners,
Yeah.
for our listeners, pandemic. Last year, 2020, there was this disease.
Yeah.
Start at 7-Eleven in Dubai.
God damn it. I hate this guy. I hate him. Oh, I'm talking about him.
Oh god.
If you look at his picture,
Yeah,
and
he
I,
looks
and I
like
hate
a
to
big
do
baby.
this,
That lip.
he does look like a big
Looks
baby.
like a big
He does.
fucking
He looks like
baby.
a
he needs some fucking
whiny.
chapstick.
Yeah, that lip.
He looks like he breastfed till he was 22.
But I'll say he doesn't have friends, because
Never.
if you're around with your friends like drinking or whatever, you're like, yeah, I'm about to sue my parents. Like, what?
Yeah.
For what? Because, man, they're not taking care of me. I'm like, you're 41.
Fuck you, dude. You're
Don't you have a
41.
law degree?
Bro, he probably ain't got no friends though.
No,
Yeah, that is
no.
true.
The chat room's his friends. And
Yeah.
they're all like, yeah, sue them.
Sue him, man.
Sue him and then take care
Fuck
of
your
us.
mother.
Yeah,
And they did you
exactly.
wrong.
right?
Yeah, fuck my parents.
Yeah, you're right, dude.
They did
Fuck
you
both
wrong,
of them,
man. It's putting you up at
You're not
Oxford.
treating me right.
Yeah. Oxford? You know how hard it is to get a degree from Oxford? You could be a fucking beast, man.
Yeah, I don't
He's saying
trust
that
people
he's not
like
getting
him.
enough from his parents currently to maintain his lifestyle. And that's what
Fuck his lifestyle. He's a lawyer. He's got a.
He's not a lawyer. He has a law degree.
Oh,
It
he has a
doesn't
law degree.
necessarily
He's not
mean that he took.
practicing.
Yeah, he took the bar or that he's a practicing.
Yeah, there's
lawyer.
no way he's going to win that.
Man, let's jump him.
I hope not. I hope not.
Can you imagine if the court grants him money from his
Yeah.
parents? There's no way. Well, like, what leg does he have to stand on?
I have no idea.
I mean, unless he read something in the law book.
Yeah, he is a lawyer, so he might know
fucking
something.
lawyers,
also,
man.
I don't know if he
The
actually,
worst.
if he actually like studied in school. Bless you. It seems like he
We're
has
all
rich
infected.
parents who like got them.
Just
got
now.
him
It just happened.
Coronavirus.
All of us dead.
It's just
Speaking of pandemic,
You want to get,
I'll be right back.
Your 2-week lockdown is now extended.
yeah, don't let fucking Steven Spielberg see this.
What the fuck, man?
I love you, Joe.
Okay, Piers Morgan went hard on Meghan Markle for the Oprah interview.
He
that
always has
did.
though. This is so.
Yeah.
You know, he's always gone hard at Meghan Markle and Homeboy.
Prince.
Yeah, and Prince Harry.
Yeah, always.
But when the interview came out, he went hard on them again, and he said that he doesn't believe anything that Meghan Markle says. And a lot
of people don't, though.
Yeah, that's fair. But a lot of people didn't like that when he was talking about her being a liar, that it also, he was speaking about it at the same time he was speaking about her talking about being suicidal. And so a lot of people thought he was being very insensitive. One of his co-anchors on the show actually called him out on it.
weather
He stormed off of the show, said he didn't want to sit down for the rest of the
Here's the thing: how you gonna
interview.
storm off your show? It's
Yeah.
his show. He's
Yeah.
like, I don't need to put out. I'm out of here. It's your show, man.
Yeah.
You left the weatherman there.
Yeah,
to cover
production's
shit.
like,
yeah.
okay.
Can you play this tune?
Yeah.
He then actually quit right after. He left the show permanently.
Oh shit.
He's always
Really?
he's
Yeah,
always
there
defend
was-
the royal family. Always.
Yeah.
They might be paying him. Who knows? I like Piers
They've
Morgan.
had an overwhelming amount of negative.
Okay, I'm done with this.
No.
Sorry, no.
So, do you know what? That's
You
pathetic.
can trash me, mate, but not my.
No.
See you later.
I'm being.
Sorry, can't
This
do
is
this.
absolutely.
Which is weird because Piers Morgan's a
diabolical
beast.
behaviour.
Like, why?
Yeah.
Is,
Why
when
do
someone
you
calls
back
you out, why do you walk off?
Absolutely incredibly hard to watch.
Wow, dude.
But I mean,
Why would he walk off?
That guy dropped some like pretty
Some of those facts.
knowledge. Yeah,
Those
Yeah.
facts.
you know,
It's
like,
hard not to agree with them.
It's hard
because
not
if
to,
that's
'cause,
their
like, yeah.
whether she, one of her friends came out said she's a complete sociopath and like she's full of shit.
Yeah.
We don't know, but
We don't
she's like,
know,
hey
but-
man, I'm suicidal because the press in the UK, like the Sun and shit, they're rough, man.
Every
Yeah.
day.
They're fucking rough. They're the ones that make Anthony Joshua be
Joshua.
like, I'm going to Africa.
Yeah.
You guys are pieces of shit.
Yeah, but you saw the interview with Pierce when he said that he had a thing with her. They
Yeah.
had an actual relationship.
And then he cut
I didn't know that.
And then she left. I guess they were on a date. I don't know the facts, but they were on like a date kind of. And she left, went to a party, and that's when she met Prince Harry and never talked to him again. And then he said,
her.
it really broke my heart. I really liked her. So
Oh, he's throwing
this
shit.
is more of a this is a brilliant.
This is a personal
this is a
thing.
personal
But Piers
thing.
Morgan's. And I'm a fan of Piers Morgan. I'm not a fan of this. I don't agree with him at all. This.
Yeah.
But I like Piers Morgan in general.
Okay.
I usually tend to agree with him. I loved when he was on CNN. He took over for Larry King, got a lot of shit, but did his thing. I think he's a great interviewer. But what happened, super unprofessional. He took his personal life and then
Yeah.
brought it into
Yeah.
his job, and now he's hating on her at any point he can get.
Yeah.
And the
He's
UK
doing-
media does not protect their celebrities in any facet.
Yeah.
They really go out.
And this guy did it cleanly too. Like it was like
I thought it was well
literal.
done.
It was literally
I
like
thought-
like
Well
a
articulate.
legit, very articulate. And it was just like, yo, I'm dropping facts.
And if you're Piers Morgan, why don't you sit in the cut and be like, dude, this is why I did this.
Yeah.
This is why I did. But he
Yeah.
was like, I'm out of here.
All old boy did was just hold the mirror up, and old boy just left. Piers Morgan.
what's crazy is he gives it harder than that. That's what's weird.
Piers Morgan?
He goes,
Pierce
on-
goes
on-
hard on
that
people.
guy was being logical. That guy was just
Yeah.
like breaking down logic.
Didn't Piers Morgan like send a tweet about Larry King and because
Well, Larry King hated Piers.
Yeah,
'cause
exactly.
He took
He
over
said-
for Larry.
yeah, that's what
Larry
he was trying-
got relieved from his duties at CNN, and Piers filled in.
Okay.
So they didn't like each other.
They had beef.
yeah, so
Yeah.
when he passed away. It was
But I actually like Piers Morgan. But I don't agree with him in any facet in this dude.
I don't
Just
like-
because she went with Prince Harry and not you.
Yeah.
Now you're gonna paint this horrible picture of her.
Yeah, and here's what's not to believe. Like, there's a lot of people not believing. You know how hard it is? If I was a prince, right? I'm second in line to be king. You already know that. What's his name?
His brother.
His brother is what? Prince what?
Is
Prince
William,
Andrew or what is his name?
William?
Prince
William.
William. We all know William's going to be king. We all know that, right? But you're Prince Harry. You're second in command. You're next in line to be king. If something happens to William, and you're walking away from it,
It must be bad.
it has to be
yeah.
bad, you
but
guys.
also walking away in a $22 million mansion in Montecito.
But
So
you're
take
still
it easy.
But you're
Take
still
it
walking
easy.
away from royalty.
But did you hear what Harry said? He goes, until I met Meghan Markle, like I didn't really like my brother and my dad can't leave. And I feel bad for them. They're
Yeah.
trapped.
Yeah.
He's like, and I thought I was trapped too till I met Meghan Markle. Now we decided to get out. Like I don't want to be involved with that.
Good.
Yeah, good. Well, who gives? Here's my thing. Who gives a fuck? Dude?
Yeah.
If
Gives a
he's
fuck.
happy and she's happy,
Yeah, what the fuck is
I
it
don't
matter?
give a
Yeah.
flying fuck.
Yeah, and you know what's crazy
Also,
is
royal family, it's 2021.
yeah,
Bubba.
man. You guys have no political anything. They don't do anything
They
to do
you
anything.
guys do nothing.
If there's a war,
you know what they
the
are?
king doesn't go, let's fight,
Yeah, yeah.
motherfucker.
They have no.
Get
no.
back in your
You have
house.
a prime minister for a reason.
Get back in the fucking house.
The royal family is our version of the Kardashians.
You're so right.
That's all they are.
You're so right. Because the only
Queen
difference
Elizabeth, you're Kris Kardashian.
Yeah,
Kris
that's
Jenner.
it.
Like that's all you do.
No, and but literally,
You're famous.
they pay taxes for the royal family. Like
but-
it's literally paid for them to represent what they look like. It's a paid image.
That's what
They have
the
nothing
Kardashians
to
are.
do with anything, man.
She doesn't make any rules or like nothing.
She can't
Oh,
pass
she just
no.
exists.
Yeah, they just exist.
She's just the richest.
so it's just tradition.
yeah, they're just
It's a
holding on
very,
to the
it's a very
tradition.
old tradition, which
Yeah.
I dig. I like
Ooh,
that.
yeah, yeah.
But it's also 2021,
Yeah,
Bubba.
and they do possess a lot of wealth. But
Well,
but,
some say she's the richest person on earth.
yeah,
Yeah.
just her crown alone. They were talking about the jewels, how much those are. But
The royal jewels and shit.
Yeah, it's crazy. But they have no
you-
political power or
you're the
anything with the country.
Kardashians.
Oh, got it.
They
You're the
can't.
you're the Kardashians.
The queen can't wake up and go, taxes are raised today. Like no,
Yeah,
no,
she
it
can't
ain't,
make any
bitch. No, it
decisions
isn't.
like, yeah.
So it's like, they're paid to represent It's like the Kardashians. It's our version of the
Kardashians.
Yeah, our
That's
Kardashians
fucking
are the same
wild.
thing.
It's the same shit. What else?
That's so funny, man.
So, a millionaire is currently suing his ex-girlfriend because he says that he was tricked into a relationship with her and funding her OnlyFans account. Because when they met, he said that he was under the understanding that she was a fashion model, not necessarily like an Instagram OnlyFans model. And so he would try to woo her with what he says $1 million worth of gifts and luxuries, takes her on to parties, expensive vacations. And what she would do is take naked photos of herself on these vacations, like in his home, and post it on her OnlyFans. He's saying that he didn't know this, and now he's suing her for damages.
Oh, okay. Hey, bro, you're a liar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're a liar, bro. What do you mean you didn't know? You knew
That's the dude right there?
Yeah,
That's
he's
old
59
boy.
years old. And
Yeah,
the girl was
look at him.
26.
He's creepy, man.
Oh.
Yeah.
The girl, the girl was 26?
26 and he's 59.
Yeah. You already know what's up.
Bro, come on.
And her lawyers have come out and said that it's because she broke up with him and he won't let her
salty
go.
lizard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't trust guys like that. The
I don't
whole
trust
suit,
her
the
like-
suit on top, jean on the bottom guy. I don't trust that because I'm still,
Unless you're Jerry Seinfeld.
Yeah, unless you're Jerry Seinfeld.
But other than that, you
go,
or Larry
this guy,
David,
this
you can't
guy's
do it.
trying real hard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He really thinks deep in his head
Yeah, I
that
don't like his
20-year-old girls love this outfit.
He has the beads on. He's like, I'm
yeah,
hip.
yeah, man.
Cool.
Yeah, dude.
thought he was doing
I had no
something.
idea she did that with OnlyFans. I had no idea.
Yeah.
Nice handkerchief.
Stop it, bro.
Nice what?
Handkerchief.
Well, it came to a screeching halt.
Yeah,
what else
there's
you got?
there's always roadblocks, and that roadblock is Malik. We're just
tough
speeding down
sometimes,
Autobahn, and all of a sudden, there's a fucking log in the middle of the freeway.
the traffic
log.
jam, and it's one car.
It's one car.
It's one car.
Try to look at
Yeah.
the positive thing of the
Yep.
boy.
What is
So there's a TikTok that went viral. It's about Gen Z millennials wanting to cancel
Good luck, good
Eminem
luck.
because of a lyric that he wrote like, years and years ago with Rihanna. I won't stop even when my hair turns gray. I'm tone deaf. That's an old song that he did before that he
yeah.
put out again after this article or the TikTok came out. And then let me just actually play this clip for you.
Because it was trending on Twitter. And, this her right here?
No, that's the other girl.
Get
These
the fuck outta
TikTokers
here.
have
This can't be
nothing
fucking
to
real.
do.
Nothing.
They're all,
man.
let's get Eminem.
Cancel.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yes, let's cancel him.
Get the fuck out
Tyre-
of here.
Are they serious right now?
Yeah, they are.
I can't
These
believe
young
this is
kids have
real.
no fucking.
It was
clue.
trending number one. Yeah.
But then everyone's coming to his defense. now.
They're really serious with this.
They wanted to cancel him.
They said it could possibly be a joke, but they were taking it seriously.
No, they're these fucking
have
kids,
nothing-
man.
Yeah.
Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, go fuck yourself. Big time.
Like at what point do you think art is actual reality?
yeah.
Do you really think he wants to set someone on fire, or is he telling a story through song? It's like he's
who's
a
gonna
rapper,
find it?
but one thing I love about him is he tells a story. It's
He's telling a story.
It's a very fucked up story.
Stan. That's the song Stan.
It's a great story. It's not reality.
Yeah.
Like,
Wait, are we going to go
stop.
through all old school rap lyrics and cancel them off of that?
Let's cancel fucking
There's
all
going to
of
be
it
no
then.
gangster rap.
Yeah.
It'd be done.
NWA's fucked. Like, they're all screwed.
Stupid.
Stop.
These people just
guys.
have nothing.
Fucking stop.
It's
You
this
know-
pandemic, dude. They're locked down.
What-
They're irritable. They have no money.
What happens is you desensitize when you keep wanting to cancel everything, and then when it comes time to cancel something that's real,
Then it's
we're all gonna be like,
It's laughable at that point.
no, what are you
So
talking
it's not
about?
laughable. It's just
It's
like
just they're not
numb.
gonna.
It's
Like
not
a boy
gonna
cry
happen.
you
wolf.
keep crying wolf, and
Yeah,
then eventually it's
exactly.
like, nah, get the fuck
Yeah,
out of here.
no.
Don't care
But
about
then
it.
really, you should cancel this person. But
Yeah.
what's little Nas X?
So a lot of artists are coming to Eminem's defense, including Corey Taylor from Slipknot, the lead singer.
okay.
And this is Lil Nas X. I'll just play the clip for
Yeah,
you.
Chappelle used to play for Slipknot, right? Bass.
Generation Z wants to cancel Eminem. Generation Z wants to cancel Eminem. Yeah. Listen up, Generation Z. You're a generation of Z. Z, generation of Z.
What the No, he trolling.
He's trolling. yeah.
Okay.
I love it.
I was like,
making fun of him.
Bro, I thought he was
What?
like.
I thought he was serious.
I was like, I thought he was a better artist.
I was like, what is happening,
Yo.
dude?
Oh shit.
That was crazy. But I'll take it.
Yeah. But it is. I mean, it's so stupid.
It's
It doesn't
ridiculous.
make any
Yeah,
sense.
again,
Like, why?
We need
Okay.
to open up. We need to
Okay.
open up. People
Yeah.
are bored.
Yeah, but it's like, okay, cancel them. Then what?
Do you think we're
How are you gonna cancel? What do
Yeah.
you mean cancel? It's like
whatever.
It's like Morgan Wallen made a real mistake using the N word around his friend who was drunk. Do you know what happened to Morgan Wallen?
He got canceled.
Oh, Papa, no.
No.
He has
Oh,
the
ticket
number
sales.
one.
His record
no,
sales.
not ticket sales because pandemic. Remember?
got you.
But because on iTunes it has the top 8 number one songs in the country, and the top all his albums are number 1 too. Because people are sick of this shit, man. Just because Morgan Wallen, granted, he shouldn't have used that word. He's not racist. He fucked up, made a mistake, but people want to cancel him. So the culture, people are striking back like, no. So you can take him off radio. That doesn't mean you're canceled. The public decides if you're canceled. And I guarantee the public's not canceling Eminem.
Oh, yeah,
They're not
100%.
canceling
Like
Morgan
what? Yeah.
Wallen. They're not canceling Eminem. It's just, it doesn't work that way.
No.
You was gonna say something before?
I just was going to tell you to stop talking. Oh, fuck you. I know.
I hear you loud and clear. Noted.
Meanwhile, poor Chin's trying not to shit his pants during this entire show.
Not shit my pants.
He has
It's
food
my stomach
poisoning.
hurts. Yeah.
Was it dairy?
I don't know what it was. I had the same food as them yesterday.
Is it because dairy fucks me up?
Well,
For us,
Asians in
usually,
dairy.
Yeah,
It's
dairy.
usually
You
dairy.
give me ice cream, and I love ice cream. But I know, man.
Not for you,
I know
Papa.
going in while I'm eating it, I'm like, this is about to be a real bad day. A really bad day.
You don't take a lactate pill?
No.
Got it.
I just
You
let
like
my
to live
ass
life on the-
explode.
You want to earn
I
that
just
ice
take it.
cream.
Yeah.
Earn
Just let
that
it go.
fucking
You like to
chocolate
blow
mint.
ass later that
Blow
night.
ass everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Figured it out.
What's this?
So everyone knows that Lady Gaga, her dog napper, they actually shot her dog Walker, and apparently that was more of a gang. They think it's a gang initiation, not an actual them trying to take the dog.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
They still took the dogs.
they did, but they're saying like they're not even sure why they took them, but they could have easily left the dogs there.
I feel like this is 2 white cops being like, I know what's happening here. This was a
They
gang
can't figure it
initiation.
out.
They're like, you think they're driving through Beverly Hills and shooting dog walkers as a gang initiation?
Yeah.
Like, it's the only thing that makes sense, man. That's, I mean,
Like it wouldn't have been a struggle for them to take the dogs, so it was weird. But also they're saying that the woman that found him, Lady Gaga wants to give her the $500,000 reward, but they want to make sure 100% that
she's not involved with it.
Yeah, completely.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And they'll figure that out,
Yeah.
too, by the
oh
way.
yeah, they'll figure it out. We've all seen way too much Catch first 48.
Yeah. I love that show.
Me too. Can't get
God,
enough.
so good.
Always in Oklahoma and Miami.
Yeah. And you know what? I always
it's-
solve it. I always solve it in the first 3 hours.
You do?
I'm like, I don't know why we're going to commercial. Figured it out already.
Yeah, right.
He did it.
I love when they confess because they're like,
They always confess when they hit their shirt, their arms in their shirt.
Yeah.
You want to tell me y'all a little poop?
I get a cigarette.
Yeah, bring a little
That's what
coke.
they say.
And then the cops are all friendly. They leave him there for like 6 hours.
hours, yeah.
Then I'm ready. I want to talk to somebody.
Yeah.
And then the first thing, can I get a cigarette? And the cop's like, sure, buddy. Yeah, no problem.
man.
Want a coke too?
So are you ready to tell the truth?
Yeah. We already know.
That's what they always say. We know. We know.
already
You,
know.
you didn't mean to do it. The
Yeah.
gun went off in his face. We know how this.
Yeah. You tripped.
Like, let us help you. Just tell us what you're doing. Oh, there's the bookie book.
Ooh.
Hell
Mixed
yeah.
plate.
Nice.
Can't wait to read this.
It's on Amazon. You get it at Target.
Cool.
I'm sure you can get it at Barnes and Nobles.
That's dope, though.
March
And the
23rd.
book comes out March 23rd.
March 23rd.
Hell yeah.
I did an audio too, man. That shit.
That's
If you get your book, Brendan Chappelle,
Yeah. Oh, I think you missed it. No, because you just said Brendan and Chappelle.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you right now. If you thought you could read, you can't.
I've heard
telling
it was
you
a
right
struggle.
now.
I've heard the Audible's awful.
It
right?
is the worst gig of your life is reading your own shit. And it's hard, bro. It was hard. And one, the book is very emotional. So like, there were some stories that I wish like, I know I'm glad I told them, but it was hard to read. Like
Hard to read.
like when they go, hey, you want to do the audio version? I was like, yeah, I was all, but I didn't know it was going to
Yeah.
take that kind of emotion, but damn, just
Damn,
hit,
you
you
can
got to
get it
hit
right now
every
on Audible?
punctuation, all that. Yeah, you can download it right now.
I'm like,
That's
I'm
awesome.
gonna do.
Oh, no, you can't get it yet.
It says
that's-
get book.
It said good book right there.
Oh, yeah, you can get it.
No, it's
I think it's pre-order, right?
pre-order. Yeah.
Ain't that a bitch?
I love it.
It's coming
March
out soon, though,
23rd.
man. Proud of you, dude.
Thank you.
It's awesome. I love your story,
You're
dude.
killing it, man.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. There it is.
Copy.
Look at that.
Signed. Okay.
All right.
That's crazy. Oh, wait.
so
I
cool.
brought it.
Oh shit.
Oh, you brought us some copies of it?
Are you serious?
No, I only have one copy.
Oh,
I'm going to go ahead and read that on the plane. Sorry.
Yeah,
guys.
this one.
It's a long. Oh, okay.
Is that in front of the
It's in
forum?
front of
Look at
the
me, look at
forum.
me,
You
look at me.
sold out. A variety.
Sold out 2 shows.
yo, I love that video. You posted a video of you and Wanye.
Oh, here it is.
I'm going to have to take that, fellas.
Yeah,
I'll read
No,
it first,
go ahead.
and then I'll...
You pass it around. You get to me.
No, I'm going to send you guys copies.
Oh,
I'll send you. This one's all
that's the
set up.
original?
And my son signed this one for me.
Okay, I won't take
My
your
son
sign.
signed
So.
it. My
Oh,
son
damn, that's
signed it.
cool.
That's hard.
So I want to keep
That's
this
a forum,
one.
right?
Yeah.
That's so cool, man.
Thank you, bro.
That's so dope.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, I wish you would have given us books.
I know we were all excited.
I was excited. I was gonna read it.
We were all ready for it. I was like, damn, we get books.
He's like, doesn't that shit look tight? All right, guys. I'll see you.
all right.
Because he said he was like he have us goodies. He
I'm
got goodies.
so pissed. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're good,
No, you're
man.
good, man.
Go get his book, man. Pre-order it right now. Barnes & Noble, Amazon, all over. Apple
man.
Books, everywhere.
Love you.
Thank you.
Joe Coy Mixed Plate. We love you, man.
I love you guys. Thank you.
We are off to Cleveland. The only tickets left are Thursday, Friday. Both shows are sold out. Saturday, both shows are sold out. So get tickets. There's 20 tickets left for the Thursday show at Hilarities in Cleveland. And then Spokane, Washington, we added shows. Thursday, there's a late show now, and early Saturday, March 18th through the 20th.
Is that the Spokane Comedy Club?
Yeah.
Oh,
Great
so
club.
good.
I haven't done that one.
Oh, you're gonna love it.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah.
And then Miami, Florida, March 25th through the 27th. And then coming up soon, April 22nd through the 24th, Austin, Texas, baby.
Let's go, Brennan.
Texas,
Look
let's
at you.
ride. FATKZ for tickets. That's it, man.
Love you
Joe
guys.
Coy, we love you, man. Go
Love
get his
you.
book. We're out. Ready, Malik?
Oh, Malik B. I got the off-white press strokes, green laces.
Yeah. Pool full of liquor, then you dive in, you know what I'm saying? Kung Fu Kenny, you know what I'm saying? Bet it back, homie. I got loyalty, royalty inside my DNA, dog. Yeah, boy. You know what it is? Shit. What Brendan got today?
Joe Coy's freaking coffee. Get some. His book's out, so make sure you get that. These will be going to Cleveland, so get your mind right, Cleveland.
Ooh. That's what it is.
I'm going to eat now.